print shit. Like, what's the point of, like, the point of paying taxes is to keep the dollar valuable, right? Well, if the dollar is not pegged to anything, they can just print more dollar. So why pay taxes if they can just print more money? Why do they need our tax money if they can just print more? It's fucking pointless. It's a scam. They like, huh?
Wouldn't that be inflation?
It's already inflation.
So you think they should just print more money, more? Wouldn't that lower?
They should stop printing money, and then actually use tax money as the way the government gets money. Right now, they just print money. If they need money, they just print it, which causes inflation. They should just use tax money to get money. And you know how you stop printing money? By you peg the dollar to gold, and then you can't just keep printing money. But yeah, I mean, to fix the economy, you have to crash the economy first to start all over.
Do you do that for it?
Think about it. Back in 1920s or back in the 1910s when we went through the Great Depression, what happened after the Great Depression? We went through the biggest economic boom of the United States history because we just started they reset the economy. A couple years of the Great Depression, and then we're back at it. And obviously that's, a couple of years of like bad times, but overall it's going to be better in the future for the economy. Although if you never go through a recession or depression, the economy will never reset in 20 years.
Returned socialists are like children begging daddy for more money without realizing the currency's value is sinking. Raising minimum wage doesn't work.
Yeah, I actually think they should remove minimum wage. They shouldn't raise it. They should remove it. If you remove minimum wage, people will only work, what the money's worth. Like, okay, if there's no minimum wage and McDonald's wants to pay $1 an hour, no one's going to work there. If McDonald's wants, McDonald's will have to force to pay a livable wage that people will willingly work for without inflating the price of everything else. If minimum wage is $20, everything else is fucking expensive. Yeah. Like everything goes up in price, and the money's worth less.
Yeah, that shit always offsets. Like whenever they raise minimum wage, like taxes, interest rate goes up, everything goes stupid.
If people are willing to work for $5 an hour, it makes the dollar more valuable. It's a free market, bro. If people want to work for $1 an hour, let them work for $1 an hour. That's actually good for the economy. That makes everything else more that makes everything else go down in price.
Most of you see through the bullshit rich people sling at you, expecting you to eat it and be thankful. Revolution is inevitable now.
I don't even know what the fuck that means, but let me see.
Trump stands with Israel where 7 million Jews live in peace with 2 million Arabs. I feel for Gaza, but leftist terrorist sympathy isn't the answer.
You see art when you see this?
Oh, Echoland closed at 5:30. Thought it closed at fucking 7. Really? I mean, maybe I'm stupid, but I think I know what I'm talking about. I don't think it's hard to fix the economy. You just have to become the most hated president of all time to fix the economy, but then in 20 years, people will appreciate it. You might be hated in the moment, but in 20 years, people will appreciate it. Like in 10 years, people will probably appreciate what Trump did, even though right now they don't like him. Because clearly what Joe Biden did didn't work. Print more money, eggs are $20 a fucking dozen now. It's like, bro. Okay, let me see. Let me look up something to do here. Also, I'd make it illegal to hire people overseas. Like, companies have to hire Americans. Don't import nothing, only export. Fuck the rest of the world. America, isolate America to be its own thing. Forget the rest of the world, we don't need them. America make its own shit. That's how you raise the economy. All these other motherfuckers, eat the rich motherfuckers and Democrat motherfuckers, man, they're all just fake as hell. They don't care about the economy. They don't care about the average person. They only care about pocketing money for themselves. That's why they want to print money under the guise of helping the economy. No, they want to pocket the money.
If you truly believed in the economic ideas, you're saying you would tell Eddie to give you a pay cut. You're not worth what you're being paid.
What? What does it have to do to... What are you talking about? A pay cut? I'm not a socialist. Why would I want a pay cut for? No, I want, obviously, as much money as possible. I'm talking about fixing the U.S. economy. It has nothing to do with my pay. What are you talking about? I'm not an eat the rich guy. What are you saying? It's a free market, bro. You work for whatever you think it's worth. If there's no minimum wage, right now with minimum wage, the government decides what people should be working for. If there's no minimum wage, the people decide what they'll be working for. Because no one's going to work for $1 an hour. So the companies are going to have to make it a higher pay.
What did that eliminate the lower class shit?
How would it eliminate the lower class?
Everyone thinks, I deserve to be paid $50 an hour and shit. It's like, and no one says work.
Okay. If you need money, you're gonna work. But if McDonald's only wants to pay $1 an hour,
how would you stay afloat? Just praying everything goes down in prices and shit.
You just don't work until McDonald's pays higher. And they will pay higher. They'll be forced to because they need
People
workers.
Would just die, bro. People would die. You would lose a lot of people, but they just like, okay.
The corporations would fold.
What?
The corporations would fold. They need workers.
I think they would legit go autonomous type shit.
You can't. How? They would do that now if they could.
I mean, McDonald's is already trying that. Self-service fucking like stations, barely having any customers out there and shit. Walmart removed like half their fucking lines. There's like 3 lines and everything else is self-service and shit. So I feel like they would just go autonomous. Like, I'm not going to pay someone fucking $50 an hour. Fuck that shit. I'll just build AI, fucking robots and shit.
Not $50 an hour, man. If McDonald's set up an ad for $1 an hour, nobody would do it. If they set up an ad for $6 an hour, maybe a couple people would do it. It's a free market, bro. The people will work for whatever they choose.
A lot of people would die, bro. A lot of people would die at that time.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Hondro. Removing the lower class doesn't sound too bad.
That's retarded. There needs to be classes in order for everything to like flourish, bro.
The middle class and the upper class, all you need, man. Forget the lower class, man. Fuck them.
That's not like democracy, man. That's not how like life works, man.
Man, whatever, dude. What, man? The lower.
Bro, if you want everyone to be equal, you're pretty much naming every other like fucking bad country, Cuba, North Korea, bro. Like, we're gonna set the standards and shit. Like, nah, bro. That's not how that works, man. You're gonna ruin shit, bro. Look at fucking Cuba, man. They thought the same thing. Oh, we're gonna remove the lower class. Everyone's gonna be equal. There's gonna be no rich, no poor, none of that shit.
No, I'm not saying equal, bro.
I mean, removing the lower class, we were talking. You can't do that. Like, you're pretty much naming, like, you're pretty much trying to be Cuba and China, North Korea.
No, China and North Korea are socialists. They try to make everyone equal, or communists. They try to make everyone equal. I don't want people to be equal.
You can't eliminate the lower class, though. You need to have a lower class. There needs to be
the lower class isn't going to get eliminated, bro.
It needs to be poor.
How would the lower class be eliminated? How?
No minimum wage, no one working, they're going to die.
They'll work. Why wouldn't they work?
$1 an hour? Okay, dude, rent's fucking $700.
Okay,
I'm fucked.
if the minimum wage is $1 an hour for 4 years, everything is going to come down in price because the dollar is going to be more valuable because people will have less money. So that everything will come down in price. So the lower class, okay, listen, this is going to sound insane, but if you give the lower class less money, everything else is going to come down in price.
They will die.
And then the middle class can afford more things. And then the upper class obviously can afford more things as well. So you got to screw over the middle class to help the lower class help the middle class.
Fidel Danilo, dude, what are you saying right now, bro?
I'm just
You're
saying.
You're literally Fidel Castro, buddy.
If there's less money flowing in the economy, then everything will come down in price, and the middle class, people who have better jobs, will be able to afford more things. That's not Fidel. What are you talking about?
You're literally Fidel Castro, dude. No difference at all, bro. I'm gonna eliminate the poors, dude. We're all gonna be flourishing, man.
No, not eliminate the poors. You're misconstruing what I'm saying. I'm just saying, bro, if you remove the minimum wage, there will be less money flowing in the economy, so everything will come down in price, because otherwise nobody can afford anything, so companies are forced to lower the price of everything. And if the minimum wage is lower, companies can afford to lower the price of everything because the overhead is less. That's what I'm saying, bro. It helps fix the economy. All right, or we can have $20 minimum wage, and then everything is fucking expensive, and the dollar's worth nothing. I mean, what would you rather have? I'd rather the dollar be worth something. I'd rather shit not be fucking $20 for eggs at the store. Like, what's better for the economy? $20 minimum wage or $1 minimum wage? Clearly, the $1 minimum wage would be better for the economy. And taxing the rich, bro, the rich already pay heavy taxes, bro. I mean, yeah, like not super big billionaires, but like the average millionaire pays a shitload of taxes. That doesn't help anything, you know what I mean? Like the economy needs trillions of dollars to fucking function. You need to go like at the core and lower the minimum wage, dude.
So you don't think you could like resort to like taxing more, buddy, to people who make more, buddy, instead of like removing, like taxing the lower classes? You know, like,
I believe in the trickle down effect. So, in my opinion, I think the tax. This is gonna sound crazy.
bro,
I think the rich should be honestly not taxed as much.
See, bro, you're just trolling, bro. You're a fake economist,
okay,
dude.
no, here's the thing. If you tax the rich, okay, the government gets more money from the rich, right? What does the government do with that money? Nothing. They just fucking pocket it. They do nothing. It's fucking pointless. It's useless. The government does nothing with the tax money, right? Or you could let the rich people keep their money, and then they will put the money into their businesses, and the money will trickle down to the middle class and the lower class. As long as the government puts laws in place to avoid the rich people from sending work overseas. Okay, if I'm the CEO of Ford, right, and the government just made it illegal for me to build cars in Mexico, I need to hire American people in factories in the United States to build the cars. And it's like, oh, why would I do that? It's going to cost more money. Oh, but I get a tax break from the government if I do that. So, and it's illegal to do it in, any other way. So boom, and then the money goes down to the middle class and the lower class. I mean, I'm just saying, like, that. Why wouldn't that work? Or you could just tax the rich, and then the rich are like, why would I want to fucking put money into my company? I'll just go send it to India, where they'll just make the shit for cheap, and then we'll just import it back in the U.S. Like, why would me as the CEO of Ford want to hire American workers? Why would I want to do that? So, I mean, I'm pretty, like, I know what I'm talking about, dude. How would it trickle down if you make work worthless? What are you talking about, dude? I saw this one thing online where it's like, motherfuckers were talking about, like, if you're poor, chips should be worth like $10, and if you're a millionaire, chips should be worth or if you're poor, chips should be $1. If you're rich, chips should be $10. That's retarded. You should never equalize people in terms of like purchasing power. That's retarded. Because then, why would anybody work a fucking hard job that pays a lot of money? Because now you get no benefit. You want to be a brain surgeon. You want to go to school for 10 years, become a brain surgeon. You want to make a lot of money. You want to fucking, if you work hard and make a lot of money, you shouldn't be equal with the lower class. You should be, the higher class.
Oh, you look. Okay.
Maybe I will be streaming later tonight.
Okay.
So I will just give this car to Benny, so he can drive to maybe you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, brother.
He might need to use the car.
Okay, perfect.
Like public executions. I don't know. Just bring the car over to the hotel.
Okay.
All right, brother. See you soon, man.
Okay, see you.
I think public executions, 100%. Bring that shit back.
That's one thing I like.
Every Saturday, public execution, just kill them all.
Pedophiles, rapists, murderers, for sure, bro.
Pedophile, rapists, murderers, maybe armed robbery as well, and potentially even shoplifting over $1,000.
Okay, nah, chill, bro. Come on.
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, you want to get rid of
mistakes, man.
Man, you want to get rid of crime, bro. That's how.
You do like violent crimes or sexual crimes.
What I'm saying.
Get rid of children deserve to be dead. Anyone getting raped deserves to be dead.
I think get rid of crime. Public executions, get rid of crime, bro. Bring back the hangings or whatever, dude. Motherfucking like every Saturday in the town square, bro. Motherfucking hang the motherfuckers.
Bitcoin Mussolini.
I mean, that'll stop a lot of crime, dude. Even let people gamble. How long until he dies from the hanging? And then
2 seconds.
And then we can take and then the government can take a commission and use that as government funding.
So you're pretty much want to turn America to Saudi Arabia?
No, what? What are you talking about, dude?
Pretty much exactly all of Saudi Arabia's like principle, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
You're a damn terrorist, man.
How? I'm just saying, bro, like, get rid of violent crimes, public executions. We'll get rid of violent crimes.
Crypto scammers on the public square. Hang rug pullers.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, though, like,
You're gonna die, dude.
I didn't do none of that. I'm just saying, bro. I know how to fix the economy and stop crime. It's very easy.
Wait, so do you think being fat should be a crime?
Being fat?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you, brother.
But, I mean, you shouldn't be fat, though.
Okay, dude. Come on.
I think if you just had a president with some balls fixing the shit, it's not hard.
Well, I mean, the president can't just do all that shit, right? You have to, get all the votes from like both parties and shit.
I know, that's the problem. The two-party system is fucking retarded.
Well, doesn't that make it like fair?
No.
So what would you say should be a one-party system?
I think there should be a one-party system. I think every politician should just be with one party because the two-party system is designed for civil war. They purposely designed the two-party system to make regular people fight each other and argue with each other to ignore the bigger picture. It turns us into sheep and slaves. If you have a one-party system, then people will not be fighting each other. People will be going against the government if the government is doing bad. Right now, if the government is doing bad, it makes the people fight each other. Like, oh, you voted for Trump, fuck you, like all this shit people, put like fucking up like Teslas right now. Why is that? Because, oh, the left versus the right. Fuck that. It's the people versus the government. If the government's fucking up, the people should be coming to the government, not other fucking people, dude. There should be a one-party system, bro. And that party system would be called America. The American Party. And it's whatever they decide they want to do. And honestly, remove the 4-year thing.
What?
Remove the 4-year thing on the presidents. If someone's a good president, let them stay for as long as they want. As long as they get voted in.
Such a troll,
I'm just saying, as long as they get voted in by the people. As long as the people continue to vote them in, let them stay for as long as they want.
You're literally Fidel Castro. Like that's literally every single.
Fidel Castro didn't have a voting process.
Yeah, no, they did, and then he ended that shit.
Exactly.
They made it so only he could be president, bro.
Yo, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't just make it so the voting is legit, and don't do that. Don't remove it.
Young Domino, dude. It's crazy, bro.
Listen, man, America might need a little bit of a dictator to get him back on track, dude. A little bit of, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of dictatorship for a couple years, bring America back on track, dude. I'm sure North Korea's currency is pretty valuable in their country. How much are eggs in North Korea? $1?
Dude.
Just saying, dude. Also, forced military joining, like Korea. That makes people patriotic. If everybody's forced to be in the military for a year, like they do in Korea, everybody's forced to be patriotic.
I'm pretty sure America tried that, and then they allowed like fucking trainee sergeants, dude. Like,
yeah, no, none of that. I mean, ban that shit.
bro, like, not everyone should be in the military, man. Not everyone deserves to be in the military.
It just makes everybody patriotic. That's all. That's the core thing. To fix America, you gotta, step one, make people like America. That's step one. I'm just saying, bro, you gotta make America great. You gotta make people like the country they're in. Patriotism. Is Hugh coming?
Benny's coming with Murat.
I think I have his phone. Paul Danino is president, World War III. If I was president, I would ignore every other country in the entire world. I don't care about them. I just care about America. Fuck every other country. When America didn't care about every other country back in the 19-whatever, we were doing great. When we started involving ourselves in world politics, that's when shit is getting retarded. Andy, you say we rely on other countries. That's the problem. Let's get rid of that. Let's not rely on other countries. Let's make the shit ourselves. The country's huge. Why can't we just make everything ourselves? Why do we need other countries? Oh, because these corporations want to save money. So get rid of that shit. Make everything in America in-house. It's a big enough country. We can be self-sustainable.
What about the countries that need us?
Fuck them. Like, if they need us, fuck them. Who cares? Who? Israel?
A lot of countries depend on America. lot of people, not just Israel.
Okay, we can export American goods to them, but we don't want to import stuff.
I'm with this. Run for president. In 2028, Jandro can be your VP. Ada. Danino, Jandro, 2028. Bring back slavery. Dabanan, Jandro, 2028. Bring back slavery.
I mean, at least you're disavowing slavery, though.
Yeah, obviously.
But I think we should use prisoners. It's like, it was like a life sentence. Maybe use them as slaves.
Bro, what?
Anyone with a life sentence, use them as slaves, then yeah.
I
They
mean,
can build infrastructure, make them like clean railroads. And
yeah,
shit.
but they don't know. They don't have the skill set to do
They
that.
can learn that in prison, buddy. They're on a life sentence, dude. What, it takes 4 months to master a skill, buddy?
I mean, if we could use free labor from prisoners,
That's pretty much what we do.
that's not too bad.
I mean, we do that now for like firefighters, bro. They get paid like $1 an hour in California to stop a fire, bro.
That's bad.
I mean, it's bad, but it's a good currency in prison. Because like, what are you buying? $1 chips, $1 can of soda? Dude, like, it's good money.
Whatever. My point is,
Did you know that the top 10% contribute to 70% of income taxes? That's right, 70%. Poors ain't contributing shit.
I mean, I will have to agree on that. Rich people pay a lot of taxes, and the people that say eat the rich pay no taxes. Just saying. So, you know, the whole eat the rich thing is retarded. But export American goods, import nothing. America will be on top. The rich taking all the poor's money. Okay, dude. What about the people who don't work on welfare? What are they doing? What value do they bring to the country? People on fucking welfare. Think about it. You got 100 million Henrys living in the United States. What value are they bringing to America? If the answer is zero, no value, who cares about them? Everybody should be adding value, whether it's by, paying taxes or doing whatever, like extreme, manual labor, something. But if you're just on welfare with no job for 10 years, what value do you bring to the country? No value, and you're probably stealing from stores and shit as well. So not only do you take government money, but you also steal from stores and probably fucking rob people in the street and shit. Like, bro, what value are you bringing to the country?
That's not entirely true. Some people need that shit, man.
Sure, but I'm just saying, like, I think a lot of motherfuckers are. It's like half and half.
For sure. Like, I grew up on welfare, man. I'm not gonna lie. I grew up on that shit.
Like, I think just take Chicago off the map.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we
Yeah.
not.
A Democrat saved America from the Depression. How? Taxed the rich and created social safety nets. This kid is very, very stupid.
Bro, a Democrat back in the day was a different kind of Democrat than today. Don't compare them. It's not the same kind of Democrat, dude. Dude, the rich is all...
Sorry, Paul. Asnan, AOC is going to be president next. Electing Trump just inflamed the left. Now we're get ready.
The rich are already taxed like crazy. What are you talking about? If you're poor, you can pay what? Like 15% in taxes? If you're rich, you pay like 40% in taxes. What, you want to tax 100%? Okay, let's tax rich people 80% of their income, and then nobody wants to be rich anymore, and nobody is going to be working high-end jobs, and then we're not going to have like good jobs, and everyone's going to be working at McDonald's. Because why work hard if you lose all your money? Why be a brain surgeon if you lose all your money? Why be a CEO if you lose all your money? If you put yourself in the position to be a CEO or a brain surgeon or something, a high-end lawyer, you deserve to have money. If you drop out of high school and work at McDonald's, you don't deserve shit. Why do they deserve more? They don't deserve shit. They didn't do anything to earn it. I mean, I'm just saying. What do you think about that? You think, like...
You were lucky to use your autism as entertainment. You're Josh Block. You would have no value without streaming. You would be a net negative dude.
I would be working in a hedge fund, or I would be maybe a general in the military, or I would be some sort of police officer or something.
I mean, work at a pizza restaurant flipping pizzas, buddy.
I would not be flipping pizzas. I would be working in a job that's valuable for the nation.
You'd be at Chowderheads flipping pizzas, buddy.
Okay, and if I was flipping pizzas, that's valuable. People need their pizzas. I would ban Airbnb as president as well. I would ban Airbnb. You're not allowed to own more than one house as a company.
Okay, Gavin Newsom.
An LLC should not be able to own more than one house.
Bro, California did that shit, and that shit ruined Airbnb. California, bro.
Good. Airbnb's ass.
It was like corporations, dude. They had, I think it was like Saudi Arabia or some like Mid-Eastern country. They had like 80% of the homes in California, and they were all Airbnb'd out.
Yeah, that's bad. Airbnb has
a monopoly for real.
Airbnb has destroyed the housing market for the average person. LLCs should not be allowed to own more than one house.
Yeah, now they made it
if you're an individual, you can own more than one house as long as you're not renting it out to like whatever. Just something to stop companies.
Paul, don't worry about being president. When you return back to Austin, just make sure some extreme lib doesn't set your Tesla on fire.
They made it so like you have to live in that house for more than 4 months out of the year to like be able to Airbnb it.
Good. I mean, yeah.
You have to be your main house and shit.
Like, bro, Airbnb and companies buying 100 houses and renting them out destroyed.
It was like thousands of houses, bro.
You don't believe in the minimum wage, and yet streamers like you are causing Kick to lose money because you're overpaid. Stake sustains.
Oh, I mean, Kick's not losing money. What are you talking about? The amount of money that they pay the streamers is minuscule compared to what Stake makes. What are you talking about? I guarantee you Stake in one day makes what they pay every streamer on the website. Stake probably makes $100 million every like 3 days or something. I don't even know. I'm just guessing. Like, they could probably buy an XQC every 3 days. I think you're underestimating how much money a fucking casino makes.
That's the biggest casino in the world, man.
It is also, the biggest casino in the whole world. With no overhead.
Yeah, there's like deposits. It's like, I think it's like up by like 300%, like the second place. I think it's like damn on this. They're like beating every casino out the water and just deposits every single day. Advertising everywhere too. Yep. I mean, they have an F1 car, bro. They have fucking UFC everywhere, bro. They're marketing so much, bro.
One day I'm gonna try and be the mayor of Austin.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna be the president one day, and I'm not joking. I'm gonna start.
New World Order is right around the corner. The world is gonna look very cyberpunk. If you think things will get better, you'll be sadly mistaken.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I don't know about that, but I'm going to start off as a mayor in Austin, and then I'm going to go up into the...
Letty and Chicken met up for drinks last night, and now both aren't streaming. Opinions on a new romance.
Yeah, they're going to have iBabies. I'm going to become Texas Senator after the mayor of Austin, and then from Texas Senator, I'm going to become president of the United States. And you know what's going to get me elected? My extreme views on shit. I'm very extreme, but it's gonna fix everything. And I'm gonna become friends with Elon Musk, and he's gonna slide me, some lobby money. You feel me? And then I'm gonna fucking lose the election. I'll be a billionaire afterward.
I'm gonna lose the election.
I mean, hey, running for president is very profitable.
All right, so if you were running for president and Israel hit you up and say, hey, I want to donate $25 million to your campaign, you're taking it?
I would take the money and then not do what they said.
Dude, you're a fucking Israel apologist, dude.
No, I would take their money and then not do what they want me to do.
Than Trump, buddy.
Did you hear what I said? I would not do what they want me to do. I would just take the money.
Saud's gonna take you out, bro.
All right, well, they can try. I'm gonna hire my own security.
You wouldn't last as a politician. You can't even wake up before 3 p.m. You wouldn't be burnt out in 100 days and crack windshields.
No, trust me, bro. They give the president that good shit. Presidents are on some kind of drugs that just keep them going, bro. As long as I'm taking that good shit, I'll be all right. You know Trump's on some good shit, bro. Like some heavy Adderall or something, dude.
Yo, that's definitely getting clipped, bro.
I mean, dude, you don't think the presidents are taking some good shit to keep them going? Of course they are. Where's this fucking car at?
How long do you think you will stream for now?
Until I'm 35. Maybe I'll stream my presidential election.
Female kick streamer here. I kind of wonder if we was friends what the real off-cam answer would be what you think of Kick and more.
What do I think of Kick if we were friends off camera?
If you think America has your best interest, you're lost. These elites are already decades ahead on schedule. They don't care about civilians.
Gifted, gang. I appreciate you, folks.
I think Kick's great. What do you mean? I don't know what that donation was about.
Got a West Side Dyke.
Yeah, the elites don't care about the people, obviously. But
If it weren't for steak, you would be broke. You'll be back to poor after this 100 days. And your contract is done. Check yourself, loser.
Oh, I won't be poor, don't worry.
Appreciate that, brother. I love you, folks.
Yeah, I mean, I would care about the people, though. The elites don't, but I would care.
They just do laundry.
All right.
Right here.
I mean, I don't care. I'm just ranting.
Yo, shout West Side Dyke.
They were trying to take me out like JFK, but I'm gonna retire from streaming to go be president, bro. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be president. I've already manifested it. It's in my cards to become president of the United States. I'm the savior of the country. I have what it takes.
I'm not on anything. I'm completely sober, unlike you.
Do you think I'd be a good president?
If you just said everything you said, I think you would probably...
Ice, how big is your cock?
How would I crumble America?
Or honestly, I think they'd kill you.
How would I crumble America?
I mean, economically...
well, give me some examples. Give me examples.
You would cut all imports, dude.
Yes.
So we would be losing a lot of money on cheap shit from out of the country and then spend real money here and then lose money by hiring Americans and shit, right? So wouldn't that necessarily, tank our economy?
No. Why would that tank our economy?
We're buying cheap shit from Asia.
Ice Poseidon signs the Declaration of
How's it going
how...
right now? The cheap shit that we're buying in Asia and right now.
Yeah.
How's it going for our economy? Not very good.
I mean, that's not tanking our economy, though, bro. It's just taking our economy is all these fucking money they're giving away to people, man.
Fuck the cheap Asian shit. Hire Americans. Make Americans make the product. American-made products. Export our products around the world. Make a law. Put a law in place to dictate the price of products that is being made in America. So it's like cheaper. Right. Remove the minimum wage. And then add tariffs to motherfucking ass everywhere.
I feel like no one's going to take those tariffs seriously.
Right,
you saw how fast Canada said fuck you guys, and then Trump was like, okay, let me take that shit up. Like, bro, we folded to Canada, bro. How fucking you guys fold to let's say China or something? Okay, dude. Then China's gonna be like, yeah, fuck you guys. Like, it's gonna ruin everything, bro.
Like I said, Hondro, if America made.
Produces all this shit. I get that, man, but that's so.
Remove the minimum wage. Make Americans make the products. It's the same thing as fucking China, okay? Because China, they're getting paid 50 cents an hour. Okay, in America, pay people who dropped out of high school 50 cents an hour. Whatever, dude. And then give them welfare. Fuck it. And then everything else becomes down in price. Make the welfare motherfuckers work. Make them do something. You want welfare, you need to have this job, and you have to work at this job. You ain't getting welfare. Don't let welfare motherfuckers just leech and be freeloaders, man. Make them do something.
What about like disability people? Just like that. You disband disability? I know a lot of money goes into that.
I know a lot of people scam. A lot of people scam disability.
Well, some people genuinely need it, man. I know a lot of people, bro. People in my chat tell me like, oh, I have like nerve damage. I can't do nothing. I can't do this. All I do is watch streams and like collect benefits and shit. Like, they can't do shit, bro. Like, you want them to work a job, bro? Like,
I would not be corrupt. Yeah. Well, if you're super disabled, then I guess you don't have to work a job. But people fake that shit.
Shit off?
No, it's just glitch. They don't pick a voice. It doesn't read out.
Oh shit.
You're attacking the wrong people. Tax the rich, not the poor, bro. Once again, the poor who are on welfare and pay no tax, what do they do for the country? They do nothing for the country. Who is more beneficial to the country? A CEO at a major corporation? Jeff Bezos or welfare dude? Who's more beneficial to the country? The guy who runs fucking Amazon or some random fuck on welfare?
I think they would need both of them to like make the world work.
Bro, the dude on welfare has no value.
No, that's not,
he adds no value to the country.
Someone's been spending 40 years in a corporation.
He takes value from the country. He takes value.
But the working class puts in work too, man. It's not just
okay, the working class, the welfare class don't do shit. They take money from the government and do nothing.
I mean, some of the welfare people do that for sure.
Bro, 80% of them do that. What are you talking about?
I wouldn't say 80, bro.
Bro, Henry was on welfare. What does he do?
Dude, he's
like, do you want to get a job? I don't want to get a job. Fuck that shit. Bro, he's a child, and he still doesn't want to get a job.
He works for you, buddy. He makes fucking billions of dollars a day for me, dude. Boy, Henry rich, man.
I'm just saying, bro, Henry's a great example. Dude was on welfare and doesn't want to get a job. Why would you want to get a job if the government's paying you fucking money? You gotta pick a TTS, boys, when you donate. There goes my TTS, hold on. Okay. All right, but
She's had like 4 kids.
I'm talking about the people on welfare who do nothing.
I'm not saying that does not happen.
I think
there's a huge percentage of people who do that shit for sure.
A majority.
There's still people who need who work and they still need help, bro. Like, bro, my mom was poor as fuck growing up, man. I had nothing, bro. Like, and she's like,
dude,
bro, we lived off food stamps, bro.
If the people who are working on welfare, yeah, they can continue to have welfare. That's fine. But I'm talking about the majority of people who take the welfare and do nothing.
The majority. I say it's probably like a good 60% people, maybe,
man. I don't work a normal job.
Right.
I'm able to walk around, drive around throughout the day, right? Every day. I drive around my Tesla at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Monday, and what do I see? Motherfuckers loitering. What are they doing? What do they do, 2 p.m. on a Monday?
You don't believe in the minimum wage,
work?
but Kick clearly loses money to pay you and other streamers like you what you get paid. Stake sustains Kick.
What are you doing 2 p.m. on a Monday, not working? What are they doing? What value do they bring?
At 2 a.m.?
2 p.m. On a Monday. Loitering.
You are not much different than Fauci. Kick is a refuge for broke YouTube streamers. Both of you regret misusing money and never getting credit.
Oh, I'm good now. Same reason you're not. Yeah, but I'm not loitering. I'm not doing shit. But I know what I'm doing. You need these random motherfucking bums are doing what I'm doing? No. I'm just saying there's a lot of bums in America, man.
There's a lot of lazy people, man.
Bro, if I could do anything, I swear to God, I would make a city in a desert and I would send all bums to that city. with a big wall around it and lock them in. If you provide no value to the country and you're just a lazy bum, go to that desert city and fuck off.
Vice President Ice Poseidon with President Neat Fuentes 2029.
Well, no, I don't agree with what he says. But like bum city, well, we got the bum city in the desert. We got the welfare city in the desert. You on welfare and you don't work, go there. You're a bum and you don't do shit, go to the bum city. And then whatever, dude. We got like Hunger Games, like fucking Division 9 and shit. Like that's Division 9, bro. Fuck off and go there.
That's pretty much North Korea, bro.
And then the people who work and the people who like are on welfare but also work and add value, they're fine. But and then I don't know, like so, see you later. I would make being a bum the death penalty. Like if you're a homeless person, I'll just open a new form of police called the Bum Squad, and they just go around, they abduct the bums, and then they just go missing, never to be seen again.
That is fucking crazy.
I mean, just clean up the streets. No bums.
You scam TTS. You scam crypto. You scam and rig events. We could never trust you as a president. You would destroy America and tank economy.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll see when I'm running for president, baby. We'll see. Bro, we'll see about that, man. I'm not going to tank the economy unless I have to. If I have to, I will.
Dude, you're never going to be going.
If I have to, I will. By the time I'm running for president, if $1 is equal to $5, I'm tanking the economy.
Boy, you got to be blowing me with this nonsense you are spewing. Can you shut the fuck up and do your job and be a streamer? Just provide content, bum.
I'm just saying, bro, if in 5 years when I can run for president, if a gallon of milk is $30, I'm tanking the economy.
Let's not forget you saying fat people are a waste of resources. Let Yandro know if he was poor, he would be a waste of resources. Don't backtrack, Surfy.
I will reset the economy. I will tank that shit. I will reset it. And then guess what? In 5 years later, when I get my re-election, that gallon of milk is going to be $1, not $30.
I think you need about more sleep at night. Your autism is off the fucking scales today. Have you had Adderall or something? Andrew, get him some food.
I mean, yeah, like the Great Reset. America needs a goddamn reset, and I'll do that shit. And anyone who tries to go against me, I will
get
call
up and do your
law.
job.
Bro.
You don't even have an associate's degree. Your takes make no logical sense. Use your autism to make us laugh. Move your arm.
I'm just saying, you have to fuck the economy if milk's $30 a gallon, and if you don't think that's right, martial law, fucking curfews and shit, keep everyone inside, and we do what we gotta do. I'm gonna save the country. People don't even know that this is what would be necessary, but I would do anything to save the country. And then in 5 years, remove the martial law, milk's $1 a gallon, everyone's got more money than usual, Bitcoin's at $500,000. The taxes are now in the blockchain, so they can be tracked by normal people. And honestly, I would remove all taxes. I don't think anybody should. I don't think any civilian should have to pay tax. Only immigrants should pay tax.
Good job finding Letty a boyfriend. Her and Chicken spent the night together in his hotel.
Or I'll make it so if you were ever in the military, you will never have to pay tax. Only immigrants or people who work normal jobs can pay tax. But if you were ever in the military, you don't ever have to pay tax. That would make people more patriotic as well, and make them want to join the military. Like, bro, the whole tax thing is fucking retarded. Fuck taxes. They're useless anyways. There's other ways to make money in America, bro. Build a train system or something, shit like that. Like Hondro, bro, I would deport your ass.
Dude, man.
Like, low key.
Why?
Because you annoying.
You're stupid. I'm needing to fuel the economy, bro.
If I had to choose any vice president right now who's currently like
tank the economy so people lose their house like 2008, you don't know what you're talking about. I'd rather you accidentally nuke America.
I don't know who my vice president would be.
People like Bezos are good for society, but ICE, you are net negative. You influence young people to gamble and waste their time watching this non-tent.
Not Nick White, like a real politician. Who would be a good vice president with my views? A real politician. I'm trying to think.
I think the only way you ever become president is if you have Schwendy on your team, dude. You need a guy who's like a smart, handsome man just to fucking put you in your place, dude. Gotta be you and Schwendy, man. I can definitely see Schwendy being a fucking, like, mayor of Austin, oh god. AC7? Imagine you actually met as a fucking vice president, bro.
As president, you should put all the fatties in labor and make them build bullet trains. While Jandro and Mando build infrastructure.
I'll take years, dude.
Honestly, I wouldn't even have a vice president. I'd have a random homeless guy as my vice president. And then when I get elected, I just...
Liberals coping, thinking they will get a Democrat president next. Ha ha ha. Enjoy President J.D. Vance, you dumb liberals. Go to a AOC rally, you bums.
I would just have my vice president do nothing. Just a random guy, just do nothing.
You are right. The top 10% of earners contribute to over 70% of taxes. That's right, 70%. Poors ain't contributing shit. I endorse Ice Poseidon. He's going to send them all back to Africa.
Nah, that's crazy. Where's the car at?
Betty's like doing laundry.
Hey, hold.
Bring back public execution, starting with you for stealing that scamming and orange. You deserve to be shot right in the dick, bitch boy. Poseidon. Pussy.
Story how your career person gets the top dog. That's crazy.
Imagine being mad. I'd be a great person. I know what I'm doing.
Dabs all watching like 4:30 with on one leg.
You really don't think I'd be a good politician?
I think America would literally like assassinate. Like the working class party's good. Like you remember how like fucking
why? I'm for the working class.
No,
I'm not.
Sam Pepper would make a much better president than you. That's how realistic the shit you are talking is. Samuel Pepper would be a fine contender.
I'm for the working class. I'm not for the welfare class. The welfare class is
gonna murder you.
Is pointless.
They're gonna eat you alive, bro.
I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Bro? Even the working class don't like the welfare class, dude. What are we talking about? Who likes the welfare class?
Yo, dude.
I'm just saying, bro.
You're fucking retarded, man.
Growing up, you know what my parents used to say? Why are we paying taxes for all these, like, bums so they don't have to work? My parents used to say that. We paying taxes for all these bums.
What's the only thing heavier than hand rope my eyelids when Ice Poseidon streams? Shut the fuck up and make some content, clown nigga, nobody cares.
My mom used to be like, I'm working my ass off for these bums that don't even work. I mean, right? Like, I don't know. Like, what are they? I mean, bro.
That is funny.
Imagine Paul's first day as president. The guy sells out our country to Japan so he can use their best onsen year-round. That's how corrupt he is.
I wouldn't be corrupt. I would be for the people, man. I would be open. I'd be an open book. I would be so for the people. I'd be an open book.
I agree with 95% of what you were saying. That fat chipmunk has no clothes because he's poor and has no economic logic. You're correct.
I would pull all funding from Israel. I'd pull all funding from Ukraine. I'd pull all funding from every country. And just whatever, like our own shit, bro.
Niggers by the way. Welfare class by the way.
No, that's not. No, everybody can be on welfare, dude. I would remove welfare, honestly. A waste of money, bro. I would just give instead of welfare, we could use that money to build a high-speed bullet train across the country. And then just make food free.
Chandro Fettfuck, you really want to fuck Peggy, don't you, simp boy? In what world do you think Peggy would fuck a fat, try-hard gangster wannabe simp boy?
Probably like $100 maybe, $50. How much you paying her, Sam?
How does this sound? Remove welfare, use that money to build a high-speed bullet train, and then make certain foods free. Like food stamps, basically. They can stay. Food stamps can stay.
I mean, that could be.
But no welfare.
So, like, I mean, that could work. Essentially, if you're giving away like food to people who need it and shit like that, I understand that. So, like baby wipes, like baby formula and shit. That's like the main thing people would want for like genuine need. Wipes, diapers, formula.
I would make Coke legal.
Yeah.
If everyone's on Coke, I swear to God, our economy will boom. Motherfuckers.
So your mom would talk about Jandro's mom. How did you become friends with a welfare kid? Look at that product of welfare next to you, Welfare Jandro.
Imagine you wake up in the morning, instead of getting a coffee, you get a line of Coke from the gas station. You fucking rail your line of Coke and you go to work. Bro, you will be so efficient and good at your job. Why is Coke illegal? We should legalize Coke, put Adderalls in the stores. All these stimulants should be legal, bro. But because motherfuckers will work. If you're on Coke, you'll work. Like coffee just doesn't.
Those welfare checks get spent on steak. Eddie pays you with it. You pay Kim with it. It's how the world works.
Oh my God.
Ice Poseidon has promised to build a big, beautiful train and use it to put all the juice in camps.
No. Dude, imagine this. As president, I would make a government-owned casino. And then people can gamble in the casino. And then the profit that the casino makes will be the new taxes. So remove all taxes, and motherfuckers are just gambling addicts, and then casinos make so much money. The money, the profit from the casino will be the new taxes. That'd be a good idea. So then if you don't gamble, you don't pay taxes. But if you gamble, then that's how you pay your taxes, on your losses.
If you remove welfare, the lower class will turn on you. You will create anarchy. You will create a real-life Joker that will create a revolution.
And then I would do the martial law, and they will be imprisoned or shot.
Remember, folks, this is the guy who ruined his own Hunger Games by saying yes to the malfunctioning vests. Now he thinks he can run the country. Tool.
I mean, dude, the lower class turns on every president anyways. What the fuck's the difference? Does the lower class support any president? Who do they support? They support nobody. Oh my God, this president didn't give me free money, so I hate them. Like, dude, you're a fucking freeloader. Who cares? The lower class supported Obama. Okay, and what did Obama do? Create division in our country, create inflation in our country, and bomb a bunch of fucking children in Syria and Benghazi and shit. The fuck did Obama do? Instead of bombing children in Benghazi, we should... Never mind, but... instead of bombing those motherfuckers... Send the military to all the motherfucking ass. Honestly, if we just send the military to, like, the New York subway and shit. Keep law and order there instead.
Send him to Skid Row, dude.
Bro, send him to Skid Row. Send him to
Okay, motherfucker. How about you find some content? Quit rage baiting.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a couple drone strikes at Skid Row. I mean, bro, is it? What's the point of Skid Row? Like, you fucking remove it. Like, who cares? Oh, this will be. If I ever run for president, these
they're gonna clip.
They gonna set. They gonna
CoffeeZilla all over again.
These CNN gonna be posting these clips.
I'm gonna take the economy. If milk goes to $5. Like what?
No, $30. That's fine. And then I'll be like, yo, CNN. I'll be like, yo, CNN, bro, you better watch out, man, because if I'm ever president, I'm gonna disband your shit. CNN better watch out, man.
You don't believe in the minimum wage, and yet streamers like you are causing Kick to lose money because you're overpaid. Stake sustains Kick.
They don't lose money, bro. They got plenty of money, buddy. I'm basically Jeff Bezos, dude. Like, I'm a necessary asset for Kick, and I do what I say I'll do for America. I do the trickle-down effect. I, as a streamer, I trickle down my viewers and KCIP to the smaller streamers. I already do this in streaming. And it works.
You're pretty much the president of Kick, dude.
And look at you, you're an example. It works. How much money do you fucking make? The trickle-down effect works. The rich guy given to the poor guy, and the poor guy now has more money.
I ain't poor.
But now, not anymore. Now you have money because of my trickle-down effect. This is a real-life example.
Oh, God.
And it works.
It really did work.
Now we do it for America, and it will work. And who hates me? Nobody. The middle class, the lower class, you as the middle class, and the suspenders as the lower class, both don't hate me.
That's real shit.
And then EBZ is like, he's part of the welfare class, and he's banned. But it's because he's fucking valueless and fucking weirdo. And, that's his own fault. And then I just totally forget about him.
Trump could only dream of being as good as Obama. Obama actually get us out of a recession and create affordable health care. Obama actually cared.
You don't have to pay the hospital bills. It's illegal for the hospital to come after you. So just go to the hospital and don't pay the bills. That's totally legal.